Franco.
Walking on sand and holding your hand, feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland, enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight in my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout in my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, so everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. Today is Tuesday, and when it's Tuesday, we have the CARI youths. And today, we have coming out of Africa, Kenya, none other than Collin. Collin Indoshi will be joining us this morning, along from the kingdom of Lesotho. We have a young lady by the name of Naleli Rannana. She will be joining us too as well. So sit and stay, don't go nowhere unless you have to get your cup of tea, coffee, whatever you have. I'll be back with my podcasting team in a few minutes. I see Flavius, I see Errol, I see Courtney. Everyone is here this morning, so sit and stay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
And get your share. I'm walking on sand. I'm holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. A homeland, my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. My own homeland.
I say up, up, up.
Poison is a powerful weapon. The battle is not a physical one, the battle is a spiritual one. Because we're not there to fight against flesh and blood, we're there to fight against pixels.
I rise up, sunrise shining, new day dawning, giving hope and inspiration. Up, 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 way up. Give thanks for blessings, great and small. Give thanks for loved ones near and far. Give thanks for health, strength, and prosperity. Up, 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 way up. Like one, standing straight and strong. First and foremost, I and
Top of the morning, crew. Top of the morning. Top of the morning, crew.
Bless up the morning, everyone.
How y'all doing this morning? I can hardly hear you guys. How you all doing this morning? Hold on, because I can hardly hear you guys.
Okay, not hearing us.
Rise up, sunrise, shining, new day dawning, giving hope and inspiration. Up, way, 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 way up. Give thanks for blessings, great and small, for loved ones near and far. Give thanks for health, strength and prosperity. Up, way, 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 up, 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 up. Like one, standing straight and strong. First and foremost, I say one. One love, one aim, one destiny. Up, positively. Up, up the mighty race. Up, 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 way. Way up.
All right, top of the morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Top of the morning, can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me? Listen, everyone.
I can hardly hear you guys.
I say. Up, way,
Franco? I may have to come in after
Oh,
I've done the
melody
video,
singing.
so if you can't hear us.
Oh, my pretty island, your mothers are praying, are praying for fathers walked away. They're wishing and hoping that someday they'll come back. Oh, when will their prayers be heard? Oh, my pretty island, your mothers are crying. They're crying for children who have gone astray. Their teardrops like rivers are washing their faces. Oh, when will their children Oh, my pretty island, your mothers are grieving. They're grieving for babies, some slain by the gun. Their hearts are broken, their spirits are shattered. Let's be the comfort they
Yes, yes, indeed. My little island. All right, my little island. Flavius, Errol, can you all hear me now?
Yes, clearly.
Top of the morning.
Morning, everyone. Morning.
All right. I'm going to turn it over to Flavius in the meantime. And Flavius, you can run the segment this morning.
Okay.
All right.
Our guests are here.
Recording in progress.
Yes, yes, indeed. Lagos Jam. Lagos Jamming. I want to bring in Kennedy this morning. I want to find out from Kennedy what's happening over there in Ghana. I'm in
Kenya.
Kenya. Sorry, I'm mixing you up this morning, Kennedy. What's happening in Kenya this morning?
Unmute to Mike Kennedy.
Let me unmute him, Mike, for him this morning. Kennedy, can you hear me?
His mic is still muted.
So what's happening in your neck of the woods, Flavius?
Well, we have a bleak morning this morning, and everything else is bleaky in the sense that, we have some good news in that 2 children that was abducted were found safely yesterday, the second one. So everybody's happy about that. But people are taken into custody. So we will hear more about it in the rest of the week, I would imagine.
Okay.
But it was not a good thing at all.
I can imagine.
People said the church was going for a while, and the bishop was a very nice man, and they didn't expect
The
what
bishop
happened.
turned out to be a monster.
Yeah, a monster, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Suffice to say that people died, and people also died in the confrontation with the police because there were guns in the church.
We have big police confrontation.
Yes, because the commissioner said that when the first set of police responded after they got some intelligence that something bad was happening there, they went and they were met with gunfire, and they couldn't cope with it.
Things never look right.
He instructed them to wait on reinforcement.
Mm-hmm.
So they did, and when reinforcement came, they took control of the situation. So like I said, we will hear much more about it.
So situation like this, what really caused these people to act like that now?
Well, remember what we have been discussing now, what have been discussed all over the world now, is the state of mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health people have taken a serious blow in that direction, And a lot of it has to do with the whole managing of the COVID situation. People are just stressed out, way out. So we have a lot of mental health problems around the place. People don't like to be caged in, locked in.
But if you're stressed
no
out,
movement days.
Why take others with you? Why you want to take others along with and your journey with you? That's the thing I don't understand.
This one seems like it's a belief,
Huh?
Apparently, this man thinks that he's a very, very high being.
Okay.
Higher than the rest of us.
But I would more think, say, if you're on that journey, I don't know if it's about the situation, honestly.
I don't think anybody understands.
I mean, they're not a journey like that.
Natural thing, and it's also not a natural thing for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
People submit themselves, to be treated a certain way.
Yeah.
Strange.
When you're on a journey like that, wouldn't you want to be you're alone taking that journey and you're not taking others along with you.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
But somehow I feel that he feels that he is in charge of them and he's protecting them, and I don't know. I really don't know what's in his head. Probably even himself don't know what's in his head.
okay. So do they
I think
have them
it's
have him in custody now?
Yes, apparently yes. Yesterday they had arrested him and a policewoman
Mm-hmm.
and others were taken into custody.
Okay.
Because this policewoman was part of the flock, as they would say. I don't know what part she was playing, but it was identified that she was a member of the force. And
Alright.
apparently there might have been others there too.
Mm-hmm.
It is being said that it is some form of cult, I these cults always can capture the people.
Mm-hmm.
But Jamaica is not really known for that, I mean, we have seen a lot of it in America over the years.
Yes, indeed.
But, it's moving here now. We are importing everything that's around the place. And that is not good. We need to stick to our culture, our lifestyle, and leave most of these things on the outside.
Well,
So Kennedy's not back?
Kennedy went to get Collin. I think Collin is here finally now. Collin is here. So
Okay, wonderful.
one of the things that I think we have to do again. We have to do another mental health program
Oh yeah, we need to do three
before
or
the year
four.
before the year conclude,
Yeah, looking at different aspects.
and see if we
Because
can get
it is
some
bad.
more professionals,
Yeah,
people
it
who
is
have
bad.
been there and done it with other people.
Yeah,
We want to make sure we can lay out something more concrete. I get some people who have been there, down to
Yeah.
the bottom of the ground, and them are just to rise back up again and things like that.
oh yeah.
And see exactly, because we can't fix it just like that. It's not a quick fix, but it's something that
but you see, I think one of the main problems, is that it still have a massive stigma to it. Nobody is looking at it as a illness.
I think
Well, it's
what
the madman
happened,
there.
we lost our social what do you call it, our social connection.
Our
And I mean
community.
social connection, I'm not
Our
talking like
community.
social media where some people them have a bag of friends on social media. I'm talking real friends where you can talk to. You remember you
Yeah.
always have this idea about the bar.
Yeah,
There's no
man,
more
of course.
bar
Of course.
where people can go and sit down and talk instead of go home
A great loss,
and get
man.
frustrated and start a domestic dispute. And it's true. We really need places where we can talk, sit down and talk to people, and stop depending on social media to be our conversational avenue. Because that's
Then
not
people
work.
realize that, I mean, they're talking to them friends or, people is not a doctor or whatever.
I see Kennedy is coming back, and I see Collin is here, the gentleman Collin,
Yes.
and I'm waiting for his mic to be on mute. And then, all right, and then we can get some conversation going.
Okay, let's go then.
So, in the meantime, let me give you some background music again, and then we bring in Collin, our guest this morning, and see what
Yes.
we can hear from Collin.
Ba ba do ba da de da de da ba ba do ba da do. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. Black is my kin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. If black is the sin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin.
Okay, let me bring in our guest this morning. I see Collin is here this morning, so let me bring in Collin. Collin, welcome this morning, Collin, welcome. Top of the morning, Collin, top of the morning. How you doing? Collin, how you doing? Can you hear us?
Collin, morning.
Morning, Collin, how you doing?
Collin.
Yeah?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Welcome to our podcast this morning. How you doing?
Thank you.
Let me know if you can hear me clearly enough now. Kennedy? Kennedy. How you doing,
Hello,
Kennedy?
hello.
Yes. Are you and Collin in the same neighborhood?
Yeah, we are from the same country.
Okay, same country, different neighborhood. I don't know if I don't know if he's hearing me this morning.
Yeah, I just called him some few minutes ago, and he told me that he's joining.
Yeah, he's
So
here. He's here. He's here with us. He's here with us. But
yeah, I can see.
Yeah, hearing him.
But we're not getting no feedback. We just lost him now.
It's him. He's lost again.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the problem with the network connection.
Yeah, I know. You guys are having internet connection this morning.
Yeah,
So,
internet connection here is just but a disaster.
I can understand. So maybe you can talk to us as to what is happening.
Kennedy.
Tell us what's going on.
Yes.
You're a teacher. You're a teacher.
You could be like a tour operator this morning. Tell our viewers a little about Kenya.
Thank you very much, Flavius. Even though I try to be a little bit positive, but talk about Kenya now, things are not good as maybe someone can think about, because there's a certain news that really caught me, and I was left like thinking like which kind of world are we living? When that now Kenya, some parts of Kenya is really dry, and the people are dying of hunger, animals are dying, no crops are doing well, and find that now the outside countries are now sending now foreign aid like food and other necessities that can help people now to move on with life. But you find that when these things reach Kenya, you find that some people end up stealing this food, these foreign aids. So you are like, now, how can we help now the people of Kenya? You find that it is just the political class that have now taken the forefront in now doing all these things. And you find that now we are approaching the election period. We are doing election next year, August. And everything that hits people's minds, everything that people is talking about is just politics. People are just campaigning, not caring. Even now, some parts of this country, there are some people who are dying of hunger. There are some people who are really suffering. Their animals can't get food. So you find that they are just thinking about now getting position, winning up the seats that they are campaigning for. and forgetting now the common people. Some few months ago, the fuel tax was also raised very up. And you find that the common people cannot be able now to afford now to put food in the table, because find that when the fuel prices are increased, because for example, a liter of petrol was going at almost Kenya shillings 134, which is about $1.2 US dollars. And find that when the fuel prices goes up, the prices of food goes up, the prices of fuel, that is gas, kerosene, and also kerosene was very high, 126 Kenya shillings, which is too much. So I find that there are some people who used to use the kerosene lamps now for cooking. So you find that they can't afford. So not much, but all that I can say, where there's anything bad, you can't also miss anything that is good. So all that I can comment that is good is that we are not giving up. Our athletes are representing us very well. A few days ago, we had the marathon that was taking place in South Africa, and Kenya emerged number one. We had also another marathon that was taking place in Europe, and new records were set. So that's the situation in Kenya. We are not giving up. We are working hard. People are striving to make ends meet, to put food on the table, but it is just the political class that is disappointing us.
All over
So
the world.
are you having a water problem?
Not really a war, but it's just you understand that things to do with politics. Most of when
what I'm saying is that you're saying is that animals are dying.
You have two
and
people who are
crops.
competing, and this. Sorry?
No, you are saying that crops cannot grow and animals are dying. So I'm asking you if you are having a water problem.
Not really a war. It's just a matter about famine and a drought that is making all these conditions.
Okay.
So some parts are very dry, while some parts you find that it is really raining to such an extent that there are floods. And when there are floods, find that these people are being displaced. And when they are being displaced, they'll only rely on foreign food. And when this foreign food reaches the country, some people disappear with them.
Yeah, but that is not sustainable.
Yeah, so it's just you try to think about it, but now you find that we just sometimes I just think that it is the countrymen, that is the citizens, who sometimes create this particular problem, because you find that when election comes, the kind of choices that they make, they elect people because maybe you are given money, or maybe somebody bought for you a maize flour, or maybe gave you something like maybe a cloth to wear, and then you go and elect somebody because of whatever he or she gave you. And at the long run, what happened? When they get the position, they try now to recover back what they gave out. So somebody tries to steal as much as they can, because they know that the next time they'll not be taken back. So they have to compensate.
Not good at all.
Kennedy, let me ask you a question about children right now and schooling. What is really are they doing virtual classes as well, or you have face-to-face teaching going on now?
Schooling is just going on normally from primary school up to tertiary colleges and also university. Education is just going on normally.
So you guys don't have problems with the virus, right? With and the
Uh,
children and the classroom.
yeah, there's no problem. People are wearing masks, and also they initiated the vaccination, and find that people are going for the jab.
Mm-hmm.
So you find that that one has also now made now people now to start now interacting maybe in public, because you find that the political class some few months ago public rallies were banned, but you find that the president gives the announcement today.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, the political class are holding gatherings, and
Mm-hmm.
very huge crowds are following them. So I find that now even the common people say that now, if the politicians are now holding rallies, why are we now being locked down?
Oh,
Because you
okay.
find that
True,
now,
true,
you
true.
find that we have curfew hours which starts at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But you find that there's some businesses, for example, hotels, because here you find that most of the people, for example, in the coastal region that is near the Indian Ocean, they
Mhm.
depend on tourism. So when you close your business at 10, you find that at 10 is when now people are now getting in from work. They want to relax.
Yeah.
And when that point of time is when now you are being closed out. So what will you do? Yet you need to make money, you need to take children to school, you need to do other things. But the political class, they'll hold rallies, they'll attend funerals, they'll attend all those sorts of things. And you find that they don't even wear masks, some of them.
Yeah, that's true. When it comes to the situation of mental health, what is it like in Kenya? And I'm talking for the younger children, like
Yeah,
those
yeah, I
from
understand.
puberty up to teenagers. How are they coping?
if that you know, when the pandemic came, you find that everybody was knocked, because you find that there are some children. You find that there are some families, they take their children in grade 4, they are already in boarding. So I find that they usually find very little time to bond with their parents. So when the pandemic came, you find that these children were forced now to go back to their parents. And you find that when they are back with their parents, the parents now are really surprised. Now, what kind of behavior am I seeing in my child? So they find that they can't understand. They find that the teachers understand their children more than the parents understand their children. So I find that now the children feel as if now they are not used to this particular condition. They need to go back to school. They need their friends, because those are the people whom they know and whom they interact with. So you find that this also led, you find that you could find, there was some news, you could find a grade 4 pupil committing suicide. And when you try to find out, maybe because this particular child was maybe harassed by the parent. Maybe he or she went to play with the other children, and when they came back, then the parents were not happy. And when now you try now maybe to discipline this child sees this as now something like you are trying to torture him or her. And that one now made some people now to even commit suicide. Also, you find that at a certain age, you find that during the pandemic, the cases of teen pregnancy was very high. Like, you know, I'm a teacher, and where I'm teaching, like I'm a class teacher. I lost almost 6 girls to pregnancy, and that is in Form 1. So, and you find that when this thing happens, how does it happen, or why does it happen? It's because you find that the children are at home, the parents, their financial status is very low. Their income is very low. So I find that this daughter need something like sanitary pads. And where will she get it? The parents cannot afford. Meaning he'll go maybe to a motorbike rider who will giving maybe something. And what will you get after that? This person will need a payback. And how will they pay back? Through now the responsible sexual, where you find that the teenagers are having just all those that are taking place, and find that that is now lead them, and find that also some got married during that time.
Okay.
Find that a 12-year-old girl is getting married, a 14-year-old girl is getting married, and that shatters their dreams.
What?
So you find that they are doing all this because now the father or the mother can't afford to meet her needs. And even to the boys, you find that some are now getting into now drug and substance abuse. So it has really affected us. But with the resumption of schools, we started seeing now, because we find that in school we usually have guidance and counseling. So they find that we are trying now to get them back. We are just trying, in case maybe a pupil or a student lacks something, then the teachers can organize and then they are being provided with.
So let me ask you, Kennedy, because you mentioned something just now about
Yeah.
young girls getting married at 12. What's the legal age for a woman to get married in Kenya?
The legal age is 18 years.
Okay. But can they get
Yeah,
married
but find that
before that?
yeah, it usually happen.
Okay. All right.
And you find that when it happens, you find that when you take such information to the authorities, the authorities, you just know the hand of law. Somebody goes and bribe, and then that issue is just being washed away.
Okay. As a teacher, right? As a teacher in the room, seeing students, and you are interacting with them in classrooms, how are they responding? Because I know a lot of them. I for one figure say that social media is taking a lot away from us as a people, because most people tend to find their friends online and not the friends next door or beside them that you can communicate with. And I think our communication problem is what causing a lot of people to not relating to others what they are really going through. Are your students communicating with you? Do you ask them questions as to how are you doing today? How did you go to bed last night? Did you, things like that? Are you there, Kennedy? Guess he's gone. All right, I see the thinking bean, Mr. Bean. Come on in. Unmute your mic. I see you on the sideline there listening. So,
Yes, actually,
what's
coming
happening? I see some beautiful trees around you.
Yes, I'm coming from the beautiful Louise Bennett Garden Theatre. Just participated in a video shoot for an important upcoming event, national event.
Good.
And my apologies for not staying for the introduction. I do not know if Flavius mentioned the atrocity which was committed in the name of some religious group.
Yes, he did.
Okay, just one thing I'd like to maybe add is that since that you talk about children and mental health, just this morning I heard that 14 children were taken into state care and they are to be assessed for psychosocial condition. Their situation should be assessed to see if they need treatment in the mental area, because they would have been traumatized. And so, whereas also Flavors might have told you that the second young lady, the 13-year-old from Boston, has been found and returned, but they are being treated in hospitals. We haven't heard the details of to what level of abuse they suffer, but they are still searching for the alleged abductor, who it is said, believed to be the same person. So our children are under attack and the mental issue is building. And we just hope that we can find a way to balance this out, because the national psyche, don't know if this is coming as part of the COVID flashback and the mental issues coming out of it, but we are having a problem. And I just pray that the Most High will help us to find a way, not just in Jamaica, Caribbean, Kenya, the world. It is happening.
Absolutely, sir. It's so true.
So true.
Well, Errol, we are not used to the restrictions that we are living under now,
Yes.
and that cause excess stress because a lot of different things happening.
Yes.
Another guest has arrived. Yeah, a lot of things are happening. Not working, no money, not much food, staying home, all these things.
Serious matter.
In fact, somebody said to me a couple of days ago, he can't even think of us right now not having a television or something like that.
Let me see if I can get Naleli inside this conversation a little bit, because she's our guest.
To keep us.
Hi, Naleli. Hello. Rannana. Rannana, top of the morning. How you doing?
Hello. I'm sorry, I've just joined in.
Yes, I know. We can still talk. How you doing this morning? Where you at? What time is it? What time is it in your neighborhood?
Right now, in my country is 5 minutes to 6. So
Okay.
tired. I'm from the shops. I'm from a radio interview. Oh my God.
All right. Let's see if we can get 15 minutes out of you then. so I know that you're a model. You're a model, and
poet.
you're also doing poetry as well. So tell us something about yourself. Tell us something more about yourself. And you're also a university student as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am just a simple 20-year-old girl who's been doing poetry for almost close to 8 years now. I have been graced with the opportunity to be joining a book here that was just published in the country a few months back. It's called Echoes of the Kingdom. It's an anthology of local poems by local poets. And I have been in stages, from stages to stages. And I've just joined modeling this year because I was trying to get into a new industry of image fixing. So modeling was a good option for me. And I do journalism, even though I no more have a passion for it. Okay. But I am still at school doing it. And poetry is just my main name, I guess.
Okay. I want to know a little bit about your country. The kingdom of let me see if I can pronounce it good. The kingdom of Lesotho.
Lesotho.
Lesotho. Yeah. So tell me something about your country. How far is it from certain countries in Africa, etc.?
It's in the very southern part of South Africa, right near to Botswana, Zimbabwe, right near to Mozambique, but not that close. But it's closest to South Africa. We are a landlocked country in South Africa, but we are a country that braces itself for its language, its culture, and the way.
Stay with us. Don't go, please. Because Are you there?
Really happened?
Are you there? I think she might be frozen up.
Oh my!
But I know it's
God.
one of what? It's one of what? 3 independent states in the world. You have what the other one name? The Vatican City is one independent state, along with San Marino. So Kennedy,
Yeah, man.
Since I think she's gone.
Oh,
You
she
know,
has left.
more about the country than I do. So tell me a little bit about the kingdom of Lesotho.
Okay, the kingdom of Lesotho is located on the southern, I can call it the southern part of Africa, that is in South Africa. So it's just like a state inside South Africa, but it is a country on its own.
Yeah,
and
yes.
it's being headed by a king.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I just read about it during my schooling time in history, but I don't know much about it. I just interact with the friends like Naleli,
Yes,
whom we
yeah.
just been friends through poetry.
He's back now, Franco.
Yes, I knew about it this morning by just reading a short let me see if I can get her back. Here she is. all right. You're back.
Yeah, she's back. She's
Rannana,
back.
right? If I may say Rannana, that's one of your names.
Yes, sir.
Right.
My network
I rather use Rannana because it's like Rihanna, you know. So, as you were saying before we got cut off, you were telling me a little bit about your independent state.
Yeah, our Independence Day is on the 4th of October. We got it in 1966. Alongside, I think, with most of the African countries that got it after that very October, I think.
Okay. So, how is poetry going for you now? Tell me about poetry. Because you say you live and breathe poetry. So tell me about poetry for you.
You know, in the 8 years I've been doing it, I thought I wasn't going anywhere with it. But when you go to a certain stage, then the next time they call you, you're not the one who asks for the stage. You know, the next time you are called to a radio interview, the next time you're called to a certain meeting, to a certain that just gives me something in my head. Oh, I'm doing something here. Okay. So I did it in high school for 5 years in high school. And I literally didn't know what I was doing, but I just knew there was this passion burning in me. And I had to transcend this passion into other people. So for 3 years that I have been walking in the lane of poetry, I've just noticed that, oh my God, if I left it, I wouldn't be anywhere. I would never be anywhere. I've gone literally from stages to stages doing poetry, and I love it to the core. And being known by ministers, being known by organizations, being known by powerful individuals, being known by lounges and restaurants, that to me is powerful enough, you know.
You sure it's not your modeling make them know you before your poetry?
No, I've just become a model now this year.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm close to 8 months being a model, and it's not that much. What elevates my modeling career is the fact that I was already a poet.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can you give me one of your most recent or your most favorite poems that you have written?
Oh my God. I did the poem right now on stage, on radio, where I'm from right now. And I just shut my eyes and said, I am grateful for life. I'm grateful for the air that is going out of my nostrils. I'm grateful for the soles of my feet that walk on ground. I am grateful for my soul that keeps accepting each and every challenge. See, I'm grateful for my heart, because if it wasn't for my heart, I wouldn't be where I am. I'm grateful for my hands that keep writing and scribbling on pages. I'm grateful for the very pages that accept my writing. See, I am grateful, very grateful for my head, because it's the crown I wear daily. I'm grateful for my eyes because they see lies and falses beyond what people can see. I am grateful for life itself, but I'm grateful for art. And I'm grateful for poetry. Thank you.
All right.
Ruhali Wadani, our time has come.
Beautiful,
Our
beautiful,
time is here.
beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Oh yes.
Since you live and you breed poetry, we're gonna invite you to be a part of our poetry corner and our one-shot running poetry whenever we have the one-shot running poetry. So Kennedy, make sure that Rihanna, Rannana, Rannana. Make sure that Rannana is in the Zoom meeting, okay?
Okay.
No, as I said, because your name remind me of Rihanna. That's why I said I would rather use Rannana.
No, it makes Rihanna fight me.
So always university treated. You're majoring in journalism, right?
Oh, yeah. I am. Just by head now.
So what are you having problems with?
I don't know. When you lose passion for something in the middle of it.
Oh, really?
And you thought, when you thought you'd find something interesting about it, and then it's this annoying curriculum. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate the curriculum.
It's good.
I don't hate the course. I hate the curriculum, honestly.
Yeah. Well, hold on to it. Hold on. Bear with it. It's gonna make you proud one day. Trust me. I guarantee you.
Thank you, sir.
It's a good feel, and in any part of the world that you go as a journalist, you want your perspective to be different from the other person. So whether you stay in radio, television, or we don't have much newspaper no more, or you become an investigative reporter, whatever fields you branch off into. What contribution that you give to the field, I'm telling you, it's gonna be totally different from other people's perspective. So
the scope is very good now.
Yeah, stick with it. There's so many things to write about. There's so many history to rewrite that was written poorly, badly, misrepresentation. There's so many places and things that you're going to be seeing, and that for the course that you're doing, you're going to say, wow, this is why I was doing this, because I can now write this in my own way and in my own language. So stick with it. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
When it comes to poetry now, are you writing a book? Are you putting your materials together so that you can have a compilation that you can put out a book?
I stopped compiling my own anthology in 2017. And then I decided to join this anthology that it has just been published. I've joined another anthology which I've contributed close to 20 poems, 20 of my poems there. And I don't know, I'm going solo for some reasons. I don't know. I'm still loving to collaborate with people. Maybe I'll write my own book when I'm 22.
Okay. That sounds fair enough. When you're 22.
That's 2 years from now.
What is in your country or your state? Because it's an independent state. What type of I'm fascinated right now as to the music that you guys have there. What type of music?
It's a republic. I don't know. It's not a republic. It's a democratic monarchy. I'll say that because only the prime minister, and the prime minister has a word over everything, and the parliament. The king is just there.
He's just
honestly,
there.
the king is just there.
Okay.
But we adore him. We love him. He signs on most things. But it's ruled mostly Most of the things are done by the Prime Minister. And it's now in a coalition that is fighting like nobody's business.
Yeah. So is the youth movement vibrant? Are the youths there vibrant enough? Are they yes or no? Are they utilizing radio stations?
The youth are very vibrant.
How many radio stations do you have in that state?
Vibrant in our country.
Yeah, how many radio
stations? I'm sure close to over 11.
How much?
We have radio stations. We have 2 national radio stations, which is Ultimate FM and Radio Lesotho. Which we have one TV, one TV station, which is TV Lesotho, and then we have other radio stations that are private owned. Some are government private owned, something like that. But we have quite a lot almost in every district that we have in our 10 districts. Everyone has a radio station.
So the university that you attend, do you have any radio station there?
No, my university does not have a radio station, but when people go to internships, they are given a chance to explore other radio stations.
Okay.
What's the population like?
It's about, right now it has decreased, so I think it's about 2.1 million, negative plus, I think.
How much?
Plus 2.1 million, plus or minus 2.1 million. Because we have lost a lot of people, so yeah.
You have lost a lot of people through COVID.
Yeah.
Anyway, our time is up with you, but it was nice talking to you. Very interesting conversation. I look forward to get more from you. I was going to suggest something, but I'll pass it on to Kennedy, and Kennedy can pass it on to you. Since you and Kennedy in the same Poetry Club?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Is it Ghana?
Oh, okay. I just think, this would be a good feed for you guys there, that you can, utilize it to the best of your ability.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
Right? I'm gonna forward it to you, Kennedy, and you guys can utilize it. I may say utilize it. I will help you guys set it up.
Okay.
Because it's one of the easiest things to set up, and it can be done. All right?
Okay, sure.
All right. So, Kennedy, I'm going to call upon you this morning again, since you are our, favors are saying you're our tour guide this morning for Kenya, but this morning I want you to give our summary to what just happened this morning. So go ahead and Rannana, take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. So
you'll be hearing from us
very much
pretty soon.
Go ahead, Kennedy.
I'm still here.
Okay. I hope Naleli. So I'd like to appreciate your coming today to our Real Stuff podcast. It is really a pleasure meeting you live on our podcast and giving us brief information about the Kingdom of Lesotho. So I'm looking forward to hearing much from you, hearing from your poetry, rivers and oceans, and also looking forward for you in our one-shot poetry and also the poetry corner that we usually have on Friday. And to all of us who have been here, to Franco, Flavius, Mr. Bean, it was a great pleasure sharing the information about my country, Kenya, and also learning from the other side of the Caribbean, and also trying to share, because we find that sharing is tantamount, and when we share, we are able to get the solution to some of the problems that are affecting our nations, and also affecting the youth, because the youth is the the eyes of the future generation. And when they are misguided and misled, then we don't have a future. So I wish everyone a great evening, a great morning, wherever you are, and stay safe and always observe the COVID-19 protocols so that we can stay healthy and maintain all that are provided. Thank you very much. Back to you, Franco.
Thank you, Kennedy. One love. And Rannana, I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you a challenge.
Well, what challenge?
I want you to get as many youths as you can get and bring with you the next time on the program, because we're going to put you in the poetry corner. So bring all your friends you can bring, okay?
Okay, so I'll try telling them. They complain about data.
I know. Isn't that a problem? Yes, I know. Anyway, thank you for coming, okay? And stay safe, all right? And don't give up on journalism. Don't give up.
I will try.
All right.
I will try.
Please.
Don't try.
Don't try. Do
or
it.
You die.
Just do it. it. All right, now. So for all of you this morning inside our YouTube chat room, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule as well, and for joining us this morning. We want to thank Danielle Martin, and we want to give thanks to Courtney and to all those who weren't able to participate but still was watching this morning. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share the video. The object of this channel is to educate you and to entertain you as well. So live and love every moment of your life. Be grateful for each new day. Cherish your family and friends. Bless others and keep the faith. Never lose hope, and remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. You must pray and continue to pray. So on behalf of my podcasting team, Courtney, Flavius, Max Juanette, Francine, and myself, have a joyful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on your time zone. And I'm going to ask Stafina to take us out of here. And we see you tomorrow. So join us tomorrow on Caribbean Music Legend, our featured guest. And we do it all over again. So take us out of here, Tafina.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I said me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. Have to take away myself. I have to utilize thy wings. Surely I cleave your eyes. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel I like a